Hi, this is Eddie with GTRI, and this is a quick video on how to mount the thin client that you received to the back of the LCD monitor. Just a quick list of things that you will need. You will definitely need a smaller size Phillips screwdriver. You also should find a bag of bolts in the box that came with your thin client. Some of you will find them in the bag that the power supply, piece of plastic that holds the power supply. You'll find them in there, or else in one of the little compartments inside of the thin client box. Nevertheless, you'll find a bag of bolts that has two silver in color type bolts, and those look like this. There'll be two of those, and those are for the power supply to mount to the side of the bracket. And then you should find four of these black in color type screws or bolts that will be used to go in these four holes in the back of the LCD monitor when we get to that point. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take the actual thin client out. You'll notice that it's already kind of put inside of the mounting bracket. So just slide it off. It is a little tricky to get it off, but basically if you hold it like this and you just kind of walk it out one side, kind of like this, and then you should be able to separate them. Okay, you can set the thin client aside for now, but this is the actual mounting bracket. You'll notice there's some writing on the inside. You'll want the writing to be facing up. It's actually going to mount like this eventually, but we're first going to locate the power supply holder. You'll notice there's two screw holes there that if we're holding this bracket up with the writing face up, you'll notice that if we find the bottom that has kind of some sides on it rather than this, which is wide open, this is the top. We'll want that on the bottom. It looks like that. And we'll basically hook it to the side of this mounting bracket so that when the power supply actually drops in there, it'll be caught by these. So you'll locate the two silver screws and you'll put them in each one of these. Okay, you'll notice that basically I mounted the power supply into the side of the mounting bracket. So you'll see that the mounting bracket is attached by the two silver screws. Okay? Our next step is going to be placing and lining up the holes on the back of the LCD monitor like this, and taking the four black screws and basically putting them into the holes, lining them up with the holes in the back of the monitor, and screwing them all four in. Now, one thing I will tell you is that the screws are just long enough to get mounted into the back of the LCD monitor. So what I would suggest is that while you're screwing the screws into the back of the LCD, you apply a little pressure there so that they'll actually bite into the back of the monitor. Okay, once you have the four screws, you'll see they're mounted into the back of the LCD. You will notice that you can drop the power supply that came with the unit right inside here. Okay, and then you can actually take this. Now you're going to want to make sure that yours is going to have a label with your location right here and the serial number and stuff. Make sure that's facing out. You're going to want to take it so that the connectors are facing down. Okay, then you're going to slide it in here. And then I would just tap it ever so slightly to where it slides down. Okay? And then from this point, basically you're just going to hook all the cables up, and I've seen where you can actually wrap the cables around like this to tidy them up. It's going to depend on your particular deployment, but you can actually tidy these up by wrapping them around and being kind of creative. You'll notice there's a little clip down here at the bottom of the monitor where you can actually put the wires in there to hold them so that they stay behind. I hope this was a helpful video. Have a great day.